Holy crap, my battery's already about to die. Okay, real quick, I am on my way to Seattle, downtown Seattle, to go watch Neil deGrasse Tyson because he's amazing and he's a hero and I love him so much. And then I'm going to Tulsa Friday through Sunday for Games Expo. And that's what I'm doing this weekend. I don't think that was even a question, but I thought I would just talk about it. And I'm running out of time. I see you, you evil battery of death. Okay, I'll get through as many of these as I can. And if I suddenly get cut off, it's because I didn't get to the very end. So in case I get cut off, thanks for watching. Okay, so professional. First question comes from Suave Bob. Has there ever been a character in a video game that you regretted and felt bad about killing? I'm not driving, so it's okay if I have a little sip of whiskey. I'm sure there have been many NPCs, especially in games like Mass Effect or The Witcher, where a lot of your choices, or a lot of the ways things play out are dependent on your choices, right? And those games have a really good way of putting you in those positions where you're just like, it's a lesser of two evils. I have to kill person A or kill person B, and I never feel good about killing anyone unless they really deserved it. So nothing is really coming to mind, and I think that's because if I accidentally kill someone that I didn't want to be killed, I will literally replay tens of hours to make sure they don't die. So the most recent example of this is in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. There's a very important character, in my opinion, and you do have the option to kill them, and I accidentally made choices throughout the game that led to this character's death, and I felt so shitty about it that I replayed about 8 hours just to make sure that character lived. So for that reason, no one's really popping to mind because I can't really think of someone I felt really bad about killing, because I try my best not to kill people, unless, like I said, they really deserve it. Because I'm totally a paragon. Next question comes from Pedro Reyes. What was the first video game you ever played? First video game I ever played, Pedro, was Super Mario World. Now I think I've answered this a million times, but I'm pretty sure it was Super Mario World. When I think about the first game I played, that's what comes to my mind. And I may have even answered this like last video or something. That said, I'm also getting really low on questions, so if you guys want to shoot any my way, I know I haven't taken any for a while or asked any, but if you want to shoot any questions my way, I'm now accepting them. Anyway, yeah, so I believe it was Super Mario World, and that's the reason that I am doing a Let's Play with my dad, is because he and I played through that game together, and since that's the first video game I have recollection of playing, it holds a very warm and fuzzy space in my cold, dead heart. And that's, yeah, so actually I just uploaded a new Let's Play with my dad and I played Super Mario World today. And so this would be yesterday in your world. So yeah, go check it out. It's really fun and it's fun to revisit that game, especially with him since that was the first game we played together. So yay! Next question comes from, I'm out of breath, Remington Stewart. Hello, I have a question for the next Ask Britt Shit. If you had to choose between Halo 1 or Halo 2, which one would you rather play? I would say, and maybe it's just me this happened to, but I played through all the Halo games at least 3 times, excluding Halo 5. But at some point, all the Halo games just kind of like blend together. So from a purely nostalgia point, I would have to say Halo 1, because there's just something about that game that is just so magical and so warm and fuzzy inducing. You know, you have the big green field and the I don't know, you know what part I'm talking about, right? When you like, it's toward the beginning of the game and you get this big green field and there's all like these Covenant and you have to kill them and it's just glorious. So I would have to say Halo 1, and that's purely based off of a nostalgic standpoint. I believe the general consensus is that Halo 2 is a better game, but that would require lots of brain power and thinking right now, and some serious comparing would have to happen, because yeah, all the Halo games just kind of blend together. It's funky. I think that's because I usually play them back to back to back. I'll get like a random like itch to have a Halo marathon, right? So I'll just play all the Halo games within like a week, which really isn't that hard to do, but yeah. Last question, holy shit, am I gonna get through this? That battery is yelling at me. Aaron Von Dijk. Have you played Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and or Dark Souls 2? No, I have not, and the reason is because I don't like getting angry when I play video games. The games look phenomenal. I think I would really enjoy the gameplay and the setting and the whole medieval aspect of it, but when it comes to the difficulty, just totally is not my thing. I don't know if I have the patience for it, but one of these days I'll try it. Second part, if you could be in any video game as any video game character, who would you be in and in what game? So I already know how I'm gonna answer this. It's gonna be Link from Zelda, obviously, but if you wanna get very specific, I'd have to say Ocarina of Time, just because that is one of my favorite games ever, and there's something very magical about it, and I've fantasized about being in that game and actually like being Link and exploring and experiencing those places as myself. Also, does that make any sense? Like, I think it'd be cool to be Link, but I think it'd also be cool to like be myself and put myself in like Lumnod Ranch or Goron City or Kokiri, whatever forest, Zoros Domain, and all these places, and be like, oh my god, so much nostalgia. But if I had to assume the role of a character, I would say Link, just because I want to experience Ocarina of Time's like Hyrule. The other place I always consider this, and I always bring it up, is Resident Evil. I love the lore and history and just story of Resident Evil. The old Resident Evils, I'm talking 0 through Code Veronica, 4, 5, and 6, are okay, but you know, they're not typical like Umbrella Corp, like lore-y, T-virus, G-virus shit, and that's what I really love. So I would like to do Raccoon City. I'd like to see the mansion. I'd love to go like in the underground laboratories and just like check all that shit out. So that would be the second setting I would love to visit. And sure, I might turn into a zombie, but you know, that's part of it. It's part of the risk. Holy shit, I somehow made this. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching, and sorry for being all rushy and sweaty and mumbly, and hopefully I made some amount of sense. And if you will be in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area this weekend, come say hi. I'll be there and I'll be weird. It'll be glorious. Alright guys, thank you so much for your questions, and feel free to send more my way via email, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever, because now I am almost done answering all of them. So yay! Bye!